Matt Taylor, voice of the Colts, joins us in studio this morning. Fellow Franklin College Grizzly.
That's right.
So shout out to Joel, our professor. Look at us. We're both in broadcast still today, so that's good. We got to talk about this schedule that was just released. My daughter wore her Colts jersey yesterday. She picked it out, and we're like, it's a little early, but maybe not, because the schedule came out yesterday.
It'll
and that was
be
kind
here
of a big
before you
moment.
know it. Absolutely.
We're already getting ready. So Matt, talk to me a little bit about the schedule that a lot of people were looking at last night. First, did anyone win that contest? I know Jim Irsay was like, guess the schedule, you can win a lot of money. Did anyone guess it correctly?
I think they're trying to kind of sift through those. I think they had, for the second year in a row, they had 20,000 submissions for the Jim Irsay schedule contest. You had to pick all 18 games correctly in order to win $1 million. So I think they're still kind of going through the tabulation of all of that. But yeah, it's an amazing opportunity. And I know that if one lucky fan doesn't win the $1 million, I think the person that comes close is still going to win a sweet VIP fan experience.
Okay, well, we love that. What were you thinking when you looked at the schedule? I know you have it right here. I haven't looked at it myself. So anything that really stands out to you?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me in terms of the Colts schedule, you look at how it starts. Obviously, the big game right away is that Week 1 game at home against the Houston Texans. They won the AFC South last year. We all remember what happened in Week 18 last year. The Texans and Colts met for a chance to go to the playoffs. When you're in, the Colts came up short. So I love the fact that right away you're against the AFC South, the team that probably is the front runner to win it going into the season. You get them at your place at Lucas Oil Stadium, set the tone at the beginning of the season. But it's also one of those things, it's kind of this dubious record the Colts are trying to get over right now. The Colts haven't won a Week 1 opener since 2013. They've lost 10 straight Week 1 games, which unfortunately is the longest Week 1 losing streak in the NFL. But expanding upon that a little bit more at the beginning of the season, 3 of your first 4 games are at home. That's a good thing, and another chance to get off to a good start. But within that, 3 of those first 4 games are against teams that made the playoffs last year. So that's something to keep in consideration, trying to get off to a good start in year number 2 with Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, that's interesting. And we didn't get to see a whole lot of Anthony, right? So hopefully this year we get to see him play a little bit more. We stay healthy. Anything you're really looking forward to in terms of this upcoming season? Do we have a good chance to get to the playoffs this year?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the AFC is just, I mean, it's riddled in parity, and that's a good thing. I mean, right now you look at all of the teams in the conference, and I don't think there's many teams where you can just cross off right now in pencil and say, this team doesn't have a chance to make the playoffs. Every game is going to be so important. We say that every year, but the magnitude of all of these games is really, really going to be there this year. Another part of the schedule that's really interesting to me, you look at that second quadrant, if you will, October 6th, really to about November 3rd at Minnesota. Unfortunately, in that stretch for the Colts, 4 of 5 on the road, and you're playing 3 AFC South games on the road in that stretch. So it's not a make or break part of the schedule, but that's certainly going to go a long way. If the Colts have good success there, it'll really set them up for the end of the season in terms of margin for error.
All right, well, you're the expert. We know the tickets are on sale, right? And so the fans really important at those home games.
Absolutely. You got 8 regular season home games. You got 2 preseason home games this year. Yeah, so gobble those up. Single game tickets are still available right now. Go to Colts.com and Ticketmaster for all the details.
Awesome. Well, Matt, it was great talking with you. Thanks so much for breaking that all down with us. Todd, did you make any guesses on the schedule?
I did not guess the schedule, but one of the things I noticed, Matt, was a lot of the visiting teams are within driving distance of Lucas Oil Stadium, right? The Bears, the Lions, the Steelers. And so we really need to pack the house with the Colts fans, right? We don't want those fans coming in from other cities here invading Lucas Oil.
Yeah, pretty good observation there. So buy those tickets, right?
Absolutely.
If you're a Colts fan.
And I woke up to text messages from the Bills Mafia, some friends there, and in Detroit. Hey, can we stay with you? And I was like, well, we'll have to see.
You can smash tables at Lucas Oil Stadium this year, too. I mean, whatever you're into.
Right.